Good morning, Junior 6. Good morning, my dear students. Let's start to explain Unit 2. Unit 2 consists of two lessons. Unit 2, which is called Electric Energy. Unit 2, Junior 6, called Electric Energy, consists of two lessons. Lesson 1, Electric Lamps, and Lesson 2, The Dangers of Electricity and How to Deal with It. Okay, let's start to explain Lesson 1, which is called the electric lamps. The electric lamps. Okay, it's known that the sun, you have learned that the sun is the main source of the light on the earth. All of you know that the sun is the main source of the light on the earth. Okay, but in the old centuries, man felt the daylight is not enough, so he started to search for artificial light sources, such as fire torches, or candles, or oil lamps. So at best, man searched for artificial light sources, such as oil lamps, candles, fire torches, were used to get light, okay? Because the man felt that the daylight is not enough. But after the discovery of electricity, man uses the electric lamps instead of the fire torches, candles, and oil lamps. Because the electric lamps represent a constant source of the light. The electric lamp represents the constant source of light that is clear, bright, and free from smoke, vapor, and odor. So, in the past, the man uses the oil lamp, candles, and fire torches, but after the discovery of electricity, the man uses the electric lamps. Okay, because the electric lamps is clear, bright, and free from smoke, from vapor, from odor. In this lesson consists of two parts. In this lesson, we will study two parts. Part number 1 called electric lamps, and part number 2 called the electric circuit. Okay, let's start with number 1, the electric lamps. The electric lamps. The electric lamps. What are the definition, or what is the meaning of electric lamps? Electric lamps, they are tools that convert electric energy into light energy. Convert what into what? Electric lamp. So it converts the electric energy into light energy. Okay, so the tools that convert electric energy into light energy called electric lamps. Okay, what are the types of electric lamps? There are different types of electric lamps. But the most popular of them, or the main kinds of electric lamps, or the most popular of electric lamps, are light bulbs like this. This is called light bulbs. And fluorescent lamps. This is the fluorescent lamps. So the main kind of electric lamps is light bulb and fluorescent lamps. Let's start with number 1, the light bulb. Light bulbs. The light bulb discovered or invented the scientist or American inventor who invented the light bulb is an American inventor called Thomas Alva Edison. So the Thomas Alva Edison is an American inventor who invented the light bulb. Okay? What are the uses of light bulbs? Can you live without light? No. So what are the uses of the light bulbs? Light bulbs are the most popular source of artificial light, where they are used in lighting houses, or car lights, or torches. So the light bulbs are the most popular source of the artificial light because they are used in lighting houses, car lights, and torches. Now we will know the structure of a light bulb. Okay, we'll know the structure of a light bulb. The light bulb consists of three main parts. By check the light bulb, you have to know that the light bulb consists of three main parts, which are filament. Number one, filament, and glass bulb. This is called filament, made of tungsten filament. This part is called filament. And glass bulb, the outer glass is called the glass bulb, and base of the light bulb, this is the black one, is called the base of the lamp, of the base of the light bulb. So the light bulb consists of three main parts, which are filament, glass bulb, and base of light bulb. Now, let's solve this evaluation. Complete the following sentence. Number one, what are the most popular types of electric lamps? Yes, they are light bulb and fluorescent lamps. Number two, what and the glass bulb are the main parts of the light bulb? Yes, number one, the filament and the base of the light bulb and the glass bulb are the main three parts, or the main three parts of the light bulb. Number three, the scientist who invented the light bulb called what? Yes, called Thomas Alva Edison, who invented the light bulb. Number four, electric lamps convert what energy into what energy? Yes, it converts electric energy into light energy. Okay, now we will talk about the structure of the light bulb. The light bulb, again, consists of how many parts? Three parts. Number one, filament. Let's start with number one, filament. Filament, it's a coiled thin wire. It's what? It's a coiled thin wire. It's a coiled thin wire that is made of tungsten. Tungsten filament, made of tungsten. It's connected with copper and lead wires. Connected to copper and lead wires that are connected to the base, the copper and lead wires connected to the base of the lamp. The filament is made of tungsten. The filament is made of tungsten. Why? Because it has a high melting point. So the filament made of tungsten, because the tungsten has a high melting point. Okay? That prevents the melting of the filament at high temperature. So the filament is made of tungsten. So the filament made of tungsten. Why? Because it has a high melting point that prevents the melting of filament at a high temperature. Okay? So, the function of the filament. What is the function of the filament? It's very important. The function of the filament, it heats up and emits light. It heats up and emits light. Emits or give light. Emits means give or radiates light when the electric current passes through it. When the electric current passes through the filament, so it heats up and emits light. And what is the function of the copper and lead wires? Here, the function of copper and lead wires, what? They allow the electric current, or they allow the electricity to pass from the base of the lamp or the base of the light bulb to the tungsten filament. To the tungsten filament. So the function of copper and lead wires, they allow the electric current, they allow electricity to pass from base of the light bulb to the tungsten filament. Part number two of the light bulb is the glass bulb. The glass bulb is it is made of a thin glass. It's a thin glass. What its function? It prevents air from reaching the filament. The glass bulb prevents the air from reaching the filament to protect it from burning. And also it contains one type of inert gas. It's a type of gas. It's called inert gas. Like what? Like argon gas. So the glass bulb contains argon gas instead of air. So they prevented the air from reaching to the filament to protect it from burning. When the air reached to the filament, so the filament burning, so the bulb doesn't work. And the glass bulb contains one type of inert gases as argon gases, okay, instead of the air. Okay, what is the function of inert gas? Why? The function of inert gas or argon gas, the function of argon gas, it protects the filament from burning when it heats up and increase its lifetime. Okay, so the function of argon gas protects the filament from burning while it heats up and increases its lifetime. You have to know for your information that the argon gas or the inert gases are inactive gases as they don't burn and don't help in burning. So they are used in the glass bulb or contains in the glass bulb. Okay? Part number 3 in the glass bulb, in the light bulbs, part number 3 called the base of the light bulb. The base of the light bulb. What is the function of the base of the light bulb? Its function, it carries the light bulb in an upright position. So it carries the light bulb in an upright position. Number 2, it connects the lamp or the light bulb to the electric circuit. So this is the function of the base of the light bulb. It connects the light bulb to the electric circuit. Okay? Its type. There are 2 types of the lamp bases. There are 2 types of the bases of the light bulb, which are what? A spiral base, and 2 side nails base. So they are 2 types of bases of the light bulb are divided into what? Spiral and 2 side nails base. Spiral base, it has a piece of lead. It has what? Spiral. It has what? Like this. This is a spiral base. Has what? Has a piece of lead. It has a piece of lead to connect the lamp to the electric circuit. But two side like this, two side nails, okay, two side nails base has two pieces of, has two side nails, it has two side nails and two pieces of lead. It has two pieces of lead and two side nails, so it calls two side nails base to connect the lamp to the electric circuit, Okay? Now we will talk about, or we will discuss the fluorescent lamps. Okay? The fluorescent lamps, the uses of the fluorescent lamps, okay, or you have to know that the fluorescent lamps are known as neon lamps, like this. The fluorescent lamps, neon lamps, but the inert neon gas is not used inside its glass tube. Okay? What are the uses of fluorescent lamps? The uses of the fluorescent lamps used in many purposes, such as lighting houses and offices, and decorating commercial stores and advertisements. Okay, so now we will talk about the structure of fluorescent lamp. The fluorescent lamp consists of three main parts. Fluorescent lamp consists of three main parts, which are, number one, two filaments of tungsten. Consists of two filaments of tungsten and glass tube and 2 points of connections. Now, let's start with number one, the two filaments of tungsten. Two filaments of tungsten. They are found at the top tips, at the two tips of the lamp. Tungsten, like this, here. They are found at the two tips of the lamp from inside. Okay? Where each tip contains a filament of tungsten. So each tip here in this location here, filament of tungsten in each side. So they are found at the two tips of the lamp from inside, not from outside, where each tip contains filament of tungsten. So here, filament of tungsten, and the other side is filament of tungsten from inside. Okay? Number two, the glass tube. The glass tube, it's a vacuumed glass tube. It's a vacuumed glass tube that contains inert argon gas, not neon gas, okay? Inert argon gas and a little of mercury vapor. A little of mercury vapor. So the glass tube in the fluorescent lamp contains what? Contains argon and a little of mercury vapor. But in the light bulb contains argon gas only instead of the air. And the inner surface of the glass tube, is covered with phosphoric material. Okay? Number three, the 2 points of connections. In the fluorescent lamp, there are 2 points of connections. There are 2 points of connection. There are 2 points of connections on each tip of the lamp. Here, like this. This is the point of connection. There are 2 points of connection in each side. What is the function of the 2 points of connection? They connect the fluorescent lamp to the electricity. they connected the fluorescent lamp to the electricity. Okay, junior 6. Okay, goodbye.